Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Drew Tube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the GCVs and the Galactic family. Let's get right into it. Everybody, let's go. Look, chosen ones have a God-level agility and ability. That's why everyone is watching and observing and pretending to be you. You ever notice that when you go out places and you go to do things, everyone seems to mirror and copy what you're doing? But it's not just anyone that they're doing it to. They're choosing to do it to you. And they're choosing to do it to you because they want to appear to be superhuman like you. Chosen ones have superhuman ability. You have a level of life that you're on that not everyone could reach. All right, that's why I'm always referencing Dragon Ball Z. Okay, people see your agility and they see your ability. They see that you are the next closest thing to Superman or Superwoman. It's like you have superpowers, especially with your intuition. You know when people are going to say things before they say it sometimes. All right, you can feel somebody walking around the corner and you know to stop because you knew someone was going to be right there. Those types of things freak people out. Those types of things make people feel like they're missing out on something. So what they have to do is, to make up for it, they have to try to copy you, and they have to try to appear to be like you. You have a superhuman ability like none other. You probably do things fast, okay? You're probably like a real life Flash. You're probably a real life Superman, real life Superwoman. You do things quick. You do things fast. You have a lot of strength. All right, about you. You can endure certain things that people can't. You can withstand certain things that people can't. Certain things that you go through, other people can't go through. They'll get taken out by it. Um, when people watch you move, you do things efficiently, and you do things in a certain way. You get things done quick. All right. When you do something, it's different than when everyone else does it. When you do something, it's not the way everyone else does it. People have to try to compare themselves to you. That's why everyone is in competition with you. You think you're walking at a normal speed. You think you're doing things at a normal speed. All right. You think you're moving around just like everybody else. Chosen ones are fast. All right. You think that you're doing things the same way everybody else is doing it, but it's just not the case. All right. You do things with agility. You do things at a different ability or a different rate than everybody else. All right. You think you're just grabbing this or grabbing that. You're moving at a different pace than other people. You move at a pace of your own that people can only try to compare themselves to and compete with. When you go to do things, it's faster than other people. When you go to do things, it's better than other people. All right. When you go to do things, it's different than the way other people do it. And they notice that. You think other people don't see it, but trust and believe they do. Other people see the way you do things, and they want to be able to do it like that too. That's why a lot of other people end up in your way. That's why a lot of people end up copying you and doing things like how you do it. All right. People want to be just like you. All right. People want to do things like you because they want to appear that they're the same as you. All right. Everybody wants to be like you. People want to appear to be the same as you. People are going to try to mimic you. People are going to try to copy you. People are going to try to mirror you. All right. But it's not going to be the same way that you do it. All right. You're going to look at them and you're going to feel kind of awkward. You're going to feel kind of like weird because it's cringy. It's like, why can't you just go about the way you do it and do it your way? I'm telling you, people want to be like you. people want to do things the way you do it. All right. They see how you do things, they see how you get things done, and they wish that they could do it the same way. That's why when you'll see people and they'll do the same thing that you just did. They'll make sure that you see it. They'll actually wait until you're done, and then they'll go do their things. Like, why you got to do that? They're trying to be just like you. They wish that they could do things how you do it. They wish that they could do things the way you do it. It's just the way it is. When you do something, you stand out and you appear to be different. All right. If you played sports, like when you go to do something, you're going to do it better than the whole entire team. I don't know if I've referenced this before, but when I played football, I did not play. All right. So when I went to practice and I would practice with the other teammates, if I had knew, or if I had actually like cared and wanted to play, I would have jacked some stuff up. I would have man, I'm not to say what I would have done, but this is based off of the things that I did. I just didn't know what I was doing. All right. When it comes to playing sports, you have to watch it. You have to know the positions. You have to know how to do it. It's just like anything. When you go to do something, you have to know what it is you're doing. You can't go out onto the field and not know how to play. You're not going to know what you're doing. All right. You can't go to play basketball and not know the positions, not know the plays. You're not going to know what you're doing. But when I went to practice with the football team, because I was on the team, I just didn't start. So when I went to practice, when we would push the sled and do drills and things like that, I was going in. I was going in. May not have started because I didn't know what I was doing, but the coaches would always like reference me to the other players. They're like, he doesn't even know what he's doing and he's going harder than y'all. I remember the one coach, shout out to Coach Kev. All right. He had a nice car, man. It was like a blue car. It was like, I'm not sure what it was. Like it feels like a dream. That car was so nice. All right. That man had a nice car, man. Coach Kev, he was super player. All right, Coach Kev was the real deal Holyfield. All right, shout out to Coach Kev, man. When I didn't have any confidence in myself and I didn't feel good about myself, that man saw something in me, and I could tell he saw something in me because even though I was garbage, he congratulated me. He made me feel good about myself. He pointed out that I was pushing the sled harder than the whole entire team. There were some big kids pushing that sled. We had two just because they didn't start doesn't mean they wasn't big. Just because they was on the B team doesn't mean they didn't have size. They could have probably lifted me up and threw me across the whole field. All right, not that I wouldn't have let it happen, but strength wise, I would have had to hit them on a particular angle, size wise. Okay. Everybody can find their level of strength. That's how Bruce Lee, being as small as he was, Bruce Lee was still whooping behind. All right. So as small as I was, I pushed the sled with with a level of strength and a level of endurance that people didn't think I had. People underestimated me. All right. So people may underestimate you, but then when they see you actually go to act, they see you actually go to do things, it's like, whoa, it's like this person got like some type of superhuman something with them. It's something different about this person. And trust and believe they noticed that. They noticed that. So the one thing I'm trying to say is this, that people are going to be paying attention to you. They're going to be watching you. They're going to see something in you that you may not even be aware of. All right. And that this is why the other coaches were trying to get me to play other sports. All right. There was other coaches that tried to get me to do track and stuff like that. I just didn't, my confidence level wasn't there yet. So I really didn't have any confidence in my ability or agility, but I had more ability and more agility than I thought I had. And you may have more ability and more agility in you than you might be aware of. All right. If you go to lift weights, if you go to the gym, if you go to work out, if you go on a treadmill, you're going to like see that you have a certain level of tenacity about you. You have a certain level of, I'm not giving up till I get this done about you. You have a certain level of ability and agility like none other. You go to the gym, you start training, even in the beginning stages, all right, even when you're just getting in the gym, people are going to be looking at you like, yo, that's somebody to watch, yo, that's somebody to pay attention to, because when you get there, they're going to know that you mean business, they're going to know that you're serious, and they're going to sense your ability. All right, that's why they watch you, that's why they try to do things that you do. I would go to the gym when I had a gym membership, and it would be people bigger than me coming up to me, flexing their muscles and showing me how much they could lift. You all, if one place that you can tell people are in competition with you, unless you're blind, is at the gym. You'll be able to tell people are in competition with you. All right. And I know that's the gym. You got men, testosterone, it's healthy competition. But when you have people going out their way to stand like directly next to you, and they're just like, it's like, bro, what the, oh, chill out, man. You ain't gotta do all that. Relax, relax, player, relax. It's all good. And you're just starting out. Like, I would lift slow, and I would lift the weight that I was comfortable with. I would just like, do something that I was comfortable with. But I still drew attention. And whether I was doing it correct or not, I was trying to do it to the best of my ability. If you do go to the gym, I suggest you get a trainer, so that way you can learn how to do it correctly, or not necessarily a trainer, because if you're chosen, I really don't suggest you get a trainer, because they're just going to use you for your money, and they're not actually going to want to help you, because they could potentially hate on you and because of your ability and your agility, and not want to see you succeed. So I suggest you try to get a real genuine friend, possibly if you know some other chosen ones, or if you have some people that are supportive of you that are in the gym, do that. Or become successful, just wait your turn, and wait till you get enough resources and enough funds to where somebody is motivated to help you, whether they really like you or not. Because unfortunately, that's what money does to people. People can fake helping you and fake being your best friend when you give them some ends. All right. So if the person really doesn't want to help you, unfortunately, as a chosen one, you may have to grease some palms, you may have to grease some pockets. But if it's for your benefit and so you can learn something, why not? All right. So that's just my advice. If you're going to the gym, don't pay for a personal trainer if you're chosen, because they could potentially hate on you. I had that experience. The people was laughing at me behind my back. I could tell. It was just kind of weird experience. People were just kind of being like fake and corny, and it's like, wow, just because you've reached a certain level, you're going to look down on me, you're going to treat me a certain way, you're going to like just act like you're kind of like over me, or like higher than God kind of thing, high, like better than me. Like, that's weird. Don't do that to somebody just because you know something and they don't. But that's the difference between us. When we know something, we love to try to inform other people and help other people. It's just information. It's just knowledge. Like, why hide it? Why not try to help someone out that's desperately trying to do better? And that's the thing. When you're chosen and you want to make a change, and you're about to go do something, they see that ability, they see that agility, and some people wish it didn't exist. So it's like, oh, this person, if I show them what I know, they're really going to grow. They're really going to take it to the next level. And it's like, some people, they don't want to see you do that. They don't want to see you grow into who you are actually supposed to become. All right. A lot of you got superhuman strength. All right. Just like you have superhuman intelligence, like Neo in the Matrix, you also have superhuman strength like Neo in the Matrix. He wasn't no big, husky, tall. I mean, he was kind of tall, I guess, but he wasn't no real big, husky, strong dude. It's probably like maybe at the most a $175, $160. They did have some different size people in there, like Lawrence Fishburne. He was kind of husky, so nothing wrong with the husky people. But shout out to all the husky people, man. But the thing is, like, when you're going to lift weights and stuff like that, or if you're going to work on yourself, or if you're going to play something, or whatever you do, all right. Just I had to touch on athleticism, because I'm speaking about agility. But when you go do things, trust me, people see it. They'll act like they don't see it. They'll act like they doesn't exist, just like everything else. Just like people see God's hand on you, just like people see the Holy Spirit on you, just like people know you're put here to do something greater. Not everybody is going to want to help you become your greatest version because they got a little bit of jealousy, they got a little bit of animosity, and they can't take somebody that has the potential to become that great. And even if you're not greater than them, which is okay, you still have the potential to become great. And you may not be greater than them, but they're not going to want to see you reach your potential because they're not going to want whatever is in you to wake up. All right, you have like a never ending energy. You have like the same power that Bruce Lee had. Chosen ones have that. All right, the same level of energy, the same level of focus, the same level of talent. All right, you're like a black belt. You're like a ninja. All right, you have the same strength. You have the same ability to do what Jesus did and greater. All right. So keep that in mind. You're just like Jesus in the sense of people see you, people want to be like you, people want to emulate you. All right. Not to say that, you're better than Christ or anything like that, but just like how the Bible said how you could do things that are you could do things that he did and greater. That's where you're at with it. All right, and people see that you can do great things, and not everybody is going to be susceptible to you doing those great things. All right, so keep being great, keep doing you. This is just an explanation on why people are always copying you, people are always trying to mimic you, people are always trying to keep up with you. All right, have you ever gone to a track? Have you ever gone to go for a walk? Have you ever gone to go do something? Everybody is going, like, you'll go to exercise and everybody will want to go exercise. You'll go for a run, right? And then uh, somebody will try to be end up trying to be greater than David Goggins, and you didn't even go that hard. And that's cool. They want to be David Goggins or whatever. Hey, by all means, that's what's up. But it's like they will OD. All right, you'll just go to do something normal and think you're doing it normal, but your normal is going hard. That's what I was really trying to touch on, and that's what I was really trying to find this whole entire video. And I'm glad I found it at this particular time. Your normal is times 5. All right, your normal is OD. Your normal is Super Saiyan. And people see that and you're like, I thought I was just doing something regular. I thought I was just being myself. I thought I was just doing something normal, but no, okay, you're not normal. All right, you're OD when you go to do something regular and when you just go to be yourself. It's like you have super ability and super agility when you just go do things how you would normally regularly do it. So you're the next closest thing to a superhero. That's why the kids love you. All right. That's why kids love us because the kids see it. They see it. All right. They see it in us. All right. They just left the spiritual realm and they see in us what other people despise us for. So keep that in mind. Keep working on yourself. Don't let other people who don't want to help you intimidate you. Don't let the people who are copying you, the people who are doing strange things around you when you go to like work out or if you go for a jog. Like I'm telling you, I went to go for a jog. This dude, it was like sprinkling out. And I went to go for a jog, and on my way back, it was raining real hard. I'm trying to get back inside. Somebody like just like ran past me like out of nowhere, and they were like, I'm gonna do it, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm like but when this person was up the road, they weren't doing that. But when they got near me, they like started like spilling their heart out. And I'm like, yo, more power to you, boss. More power to you, bro. But it's cringy because it's like it's not natural. And if you weren't there, maybe they'd be doing it. Who knows? Maybe they wouldn't. Who knows? But the fact that, like, when people are doing things to try to get your attention, all right, that as a chosen one, people do things to try to get your attention. You know that. So it's cool. It's okay. It's flattering. Before, things like this used to get on my nerves, but it's flattering. I understand that people are just being themselves. People are just, they want to be great. themselves. They want to find their greatness in them, and that's cool. But it's cringy to us. All right, so don't take it personal. Just it is what it is. People are going to do what they want to do, but they recognize your ability and your agility. They see that stuff. Just wanted to let you know. All right, it's been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Shout out to everybody avoiding the noise campaigns and doing what they can, where they can, how they can. All right, peace, love, and light. We out.